Yeah, good morning, everyone. Uh, Yesterday we saw US market correcting a bit, but the decline in the Nasdaq was very sharp. The decline was over 2.5% in Nasdaq. That is mainly because of the Fed taking a hawkish stand, wherein they said that the interest rate will be increasing by around uh, will be increasing by 3 times in CY 22 and then 2 times in 23. So increasing interest rate has a direct impact on valuations of all the tech company which generate a lot of cash, and the cash is discounted on a discounted cash flow valuations. Their valuations come down with the increase in interest rate. So that got impacted yesterday on the Nasdaq. Uh, Apart from that, if we see futures are marginally positive, and on the other hand, the Asian market had seen mixed reactions, though Hong Kong, Japan, and China are negative, but the other market are like New Zealand, Australia, Korea are marginally positive or flat. Whereas we are seeing positive trend in commodity. Commodities continue to show improving signs, with aluminum today morning in China up by around 2.3%, copper up by around 2%, iron ore up by around 2%, and steel up by around 0.4%. Oil is comparatively flattish as compared to last year. So this is mainly because of the dollar index, which has come down post the event, that is the Fed event. The dollar index, which went up as high as 96.89, it closed day before yesterday to 96.5, and yesterday it came down to 96. So today it has down to 96. So the declining dollar index is having a positive impact on the commodities. So overall, seems mixed reactions coming from international market. Now I'll recommend I'll ask a technical team to take up from here.
Good morning, all of you. See, yesterday we see the market trading within the range, and Nifty managed to close above 17,240 range. Downside immediate support place around Nifty is 17,200 to 17,160 at downside. If Nifty managed to sustain these level, then we expect Nifty trading within the range only. Upside is 17,340, 17,400. If Nifty break 160 and 170 at downside, then we see some further selling pressure, maybe towards track Nifty towards 17,000 and below 17,000 level. You can keep watch that important support zone, that is 17,160 level. And today we expect Nifty open a flattish note and remain sideways during the day.
I think we lost Vikas. Just wait for 1 minute. Let him reconnect. Because we are not able to hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. See.
You.
Yeah. Bank Nifty also trading below the 100 DMA, and we expect is trade towards 200 DMA, that is come around 35,600 and 620 at downside. Resistance place at Bank Nifty is 36,900 and 840 850 range. If Bank Nifty break that level, then we expect further momentum towards 400 and 500 in upside. Nifty Finance also trading near the support zone, and support place around 17,600 range. We expect is managed to sustain 17,600 and above. Then we expect further momentum 17,700 and 17,950. And next immediate support for Nifty Finance is 17,470. In stock specific, Tech Mahindra looks positive at current level. Infosys also looks, but Tech Mahindra comparatively looks good at current level. Upside neck immediate resistance for Tech Mahindra 1670 and 1680. Support place around 1630 and 1620 at downside. Pidilite industry also looks positive at current level. Upside 2470 is the first target range, and support place around 2380. So you can keep watch these two stock for trading purpose. That's it for technical derivative I can carry.
Yeah, thank you, Vikas. Good morning, everyone. So, as per derivatives data, we have witnessed mixed sign in yesterday's trading session as per the OI position. We have seen at 17,300 around 2.5 million call writer position got added up, and at 17,200 almost around 2.3 million put writer position got added up. So, there is a mixed reaction between the OI position as per the addition. But the strong sign we are seeing in yesterday's trading session, some bit of positive sign as per OI, is that from 17,400 to 18,000 strike, heavy call writer position got liquidated. So this is a positive sign. And also the another positive sign in yesterday's trading session is India VIX. India VIX in yesterday's trading session almost came down around 7.5%. So around the volatility is likely to decrease once if India VIX goes below 13.5 level. So currently till the time India VIX is below the 18 level, we might witness some supportive zone in the market. The support for the Nifty as per the OI position is at 17,200 level, where almost as per the 3 month OI position, we are seeing that 10 million positions are added up at a 17,200 strike. So 17,200 will act as an important support, and 17,500 will act as an important resistance zone for the Nifty. Till that time we are seeing that the FIs are not getting positive, market is likely to remain heavy volatile. Once FI becomes a positive in a coming trading session, then you might witness the buying momentum to get more again back in the market. So hold your long position with the strong support of 17,200 level. Once Nifty goes below 17,200 level, then another important support as for the OI comes at 17,000 strike. That's it from the derivative front. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Accenture has posted a good set of numbers for its quarter, and the company has also raised its full year outlook for FY 2022, wherein revenue growth is expected to be in the range of 19 to 20% versus previous guidance of 12 to 15%. This is positive for Indian IT companies. Other than this, RateGain Travel Technologies is getting listed today. The issue price was rupees 425,405. Since majority of the company's growth was supported by acquisition, and since the acquisitions were loss making, turnaround of this acquisition making it profitable and growing organically creates uncertainty. At the upper price band of rupees 425, RateGain Travel is being offered at EV by sales of 14.8 times annualized sales for the period of August 21. We had recommended an avoid to the issue. Thank you.
Yeah, apart from this, yesterday in the market there was a news of Gujarat Fluoro got an accident in their one of the plant, and few people got hurt because of that. Post market company has clarified that the impact is on standalone chemical plant, and will not be impacting the other plants. So the loss may be on that account may not be very large to the overall company. One standalone small plant is getting impacted. So yesterday we saw around 10% decline in the stock. We may see some recovery on that account. Apart from that, yesterday Kalyani Steel management has said that the Q3 numbers, the margins will be under pressure, mainly because of the increase in the prices for their product, which they supply mainly to the auto sector, was comparatively lower what they were asking for. Kalyani Steel has asked for around 9,500 rupees increase for their prices, but the auto company has given it only 4,600. So there will be pressure on the margin in the result of Kalyani Steel. Even the company like Sri Cement has also indicated that the Q3, the volume decline is in the November month, all India level is around 10%. And because of that, the prices are also under pressure. So Q3 results for the cement companies are also likely to be declining. They are hopeful of revival in the demand in the January month. But immediately for the results of the cement company will be impacted because of the lower demand in November, and still in December first few days the demand has not picked up till now. So the expectation has moved to fourth quarter, but third quarter result will be mostly declining for most of the cement companies. So I think that's all from us. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.